We've got another RENKO top tip coming up for you now, and it's all to do with Fibonacci and how you can apply it to the RENKO charts. Now, by doing this, you're going to help yourself with your risk and trade management. You're going to be able to set targets, stop losses, and a whole load more. So I'm going to show you how to get the Fibonacci's on the RENKO charts and a couple of ideas for you to find those sort of levels. So with that, let's crack on. So first of all, let's get Fibonacci onto a standard RENKO chart. Now before you, we've got the S&P 500 US stock market index. We've got a $20 block size on the daily setup, and we go up to the left. I'm using TradingView here as an example. It's going to be exactly the same in all your packages that you use if you don't use TradingView. Up here on the left, we've got the Fibonacci area. Click on Fibonacci and it's exactly the same rules as if you were drawing this on a candlestick or a bar chart. It's finding the highs and the lows, and let's highlight them here. Very obvious on this one. We got one there and we got one there for the low. Go to the Fibonacci tool, highs to the lows, and there you go. It's as simple as that. And now we've got some key support and resistance zone areas for you for stop loss targeting, your standard trade and risk management. But I like to put a sort of more comprehensive picture together when I'm doing my analysis, and I'm going to show you how I do that right now. So I use this approach mainly for finding key levels for support, resistance, and so maybe more longer term, medium term targets. Now we're going to stick with the S&P 500. We got the chart in front of us. Now, as we know, RENKO shouldn't have time, but the way it's set up these days, yes, you can use time because of the software involved. So I'm going to take this back. So it's a three-step process. My first stage is go back roughly about a year to see what's been going on in the market itself, and we're going to have to make this pretty small, and it's going to look messy to start with, this process, but if you stick with me, you'll see what I'm trying to achieve here. So highs and lows over that year, we can see here back in January of 22, we actually have gone back into about that year's of history. We got that high there right at the start of the year, and really we've seen it moving down ever since, but that's our high. And our low came in October 13th 22. So there's our initial longer term trend in the market of the S&P, and we will put our Fibonacci bands on there, and we've done that. Now we want a medium term picture, and we're talking maybe 6 months of price history. And if we do that from where we are at the moment in November time, go back to the middle of 22, that sort of time, what have we got in that zone there? Well, the high really was seen in the middle of August, and we got the same low. So again, go back to your Fibonacci setup, do that high and the low, and this is why I said it's starting to get messy. Now if we bring in that time a bit, don't worry yet about that data on there. We want a real short term high low for more immediate price action, and we can see we've had the recent high just this month on the 15th down to that low that we've already seen twice before in the long and the medium term. Again, back to the Fibonacci, join that high and low together. Now you're going, wow, what a mess. This is pretty unhelpful to me. This is when we start to zoom in on the price action. We fold it out, and all of a sudden we've got a series of Fibonacci lines over the short, medium and long term. And using the RENKO chart, it does make these turning points, a lot more transparent and visible. They're easier to the eye than, say, your standard charts, in which I like them so much for. But the rule I take here is I look for the overlaps of these different time periods of Fibonacci analysis we've done. Now, as you can see, that low there at 3,500, very, very important. We got thick line 3 different times we had to hit there with that short, medium and long-term outlook. Now inside here we've got this sort of zone here between early 3,800 to mid 3,800. we got a couple of overlaps there. That's 61.8%, which is a very important number for Fibonacci there. You can see a lot of price action through there, and going up again where the price sort of failed recently at that 4,000 area, and we want to go further for potential upsides. Then you can see 4,100, 4,150. Those two bars lines are close together. So that's the way I use it. I break it down into those 3 time periods, get that overlay, drag it in, and then see what the key numbers are. So for example, if I wanted to go long here at the moment, maybe this area here is more as a safe spot for me, 3,890, than it is at 3,900. It's going to help you on that risk management. Upside targets, if it breaks through here, where's it going to stop? Well, maybe more likely this 4,150 sort of zone. So that is my first method of finding, maybe over the longer period, these levels that you're trying to look for, and then introduce them into your trading strategy. And here's another Fibonacci tool you can use, and if you watch some of my analysis videos on the RENKO, I use this quite a lot, and it's a trend based Fibonacci. There it is, trend based fib extension. You click on that, and if we go to the highs and the lows, I'm looking for the dominant sort of trends, and you just do that by eyeballing the chart. And to me, we've got this nice sort of, let's just draw down, we've got this sort of uptrend since the middle of October. So I'm going to get that Fibonacci trend based extension again, highs to the lows, and it's going to plot those shorter term numbers. Now by doing it that way, if I just move this around a bit, it gives us some potential upside target zones. We got all these here, but if we reverse the high low low high thing when drawing on the Fibonacci extension, we can go the reverse way. Let's just draw that on, so there to there and up, and you can start to see a bit of an overlap. We can tidy that up very quickly. We just go to the settings, we turn off the intra Fibonacci lines there, and now all of a sudden you've got a matrix of trend sort of areas and Fibonacci lines all built in together for shorter term price action and targets. Now we look into that downside, it fails to break here, we've now got a whole stream of important areas all the way down, to these different levels that we can see here. So I like to use that trend based Fibonacci extension more in the shorter term. So hopefully that's enough to get you started on using Fibonacci inside of RENKO. It is a great tool, and like I say, RENKO really filters out the noise and allows you to find the highs and lows more easily. So you've seen how to put the Fibonacci onto the charts. You've looked at that longer, medium, short term way using 3 different time periods to pull together key levels, and we've seen this trend Fibonacci extension which gives you, I think, better short term signals. Now at the end of the video I'm going to put a link to a playlist that's going to help you all around learning about trading, all sorts of areas, but inside that there's a nice little video on Fibonacci generally that you can find and learn if you want to learn more about the workings and the goings on of Fibonacci itself. But if you like RENKO, you're new to it, want to learn more, then fortunately I've got your bases covered. Got the complete free training course here on YouTube, and I'm going to show you how to access that right now. So where can you find all you need to know about RENKO Charts? Well, it's right under your nose. All you have to do is stay on my YouTube channel. It is all there. Now, I've created a lot of different playlists around the world of trading, but one of them is called Learn Technical Analysis. Now, if you click on the view playlist and you'll scroll down, you find all the different types of technical analysis charts you want to learn from, and lo and behold, down there we've got one called Learn RENKO Charts for Trading. So once you click into the video course, what are you going to learn? Well, there's about 2.5 hours of free content, 6 sections, 45 lectures, all delivered by me, and I've been using these charts for over 2 decades in a professional capacity, and you'll see the content all laid out for you, where we go through absolutely everything from how they came to be to how you can use them with that Western approach that I talked about, how they can help you trading psychology, how you build and construct these types of charts, and that's a critical process to the success of them, how you can use other indicators, how you can build strategies, how you can get in and out of the trade, use all these other tools and create your own trading system all around it. So there you go. That's my course, Learn and Master How to Trade RENKO Charts. Get the trading edge, completely free on YouTube. Get stuck in. Enjoy RENKO. It is a fabulous chart type. And now here is the link to that very video.